PTSD effectively. I'm the person here who's the therapist instead of an MD, so I really focus on psychotherapy. I think that the medicine is important, but Aldous Huxley said the human mind is a reducing valve, and I see these medicines as, all these medicines, as opening the aperture of consciousness. And so whichever medicine that I'm using, what the thing that I think is really important is not only the molecule, but the whole context of what we're creating. So, you know, I love to work in groups, so I think the cohort, the group that is together, and that creates a whole healing element. The therapist and being trauma-informed, trauma-trained is really essential. The music is incredibly important, the natural elements around us. So all of these components create this holistic container that can create healing. I'm using, in my retreats, less and less medicine, actually, and really leveraging things like IFS, internal family systems. The way I work is different in that I understand that we're not trying to bring our clients somewhere else and help them become something different. We're actually helping them uncover all of their parts that are burdened, that are disconnecting them from self-energy. And psychedelic can pretty reliably bring us to self-energy. So the way that I work, particularly with PTSD, is I'm slowing everything down and I'm really working with the person's protector system. In IFS, we have this idea that we're polyvalent, we have many parts, and one category of parts is, are the protectors. The parts of us that keep all of the exiled parts, all of the traumatized parts buried in our unconscious, and then we have these protectors that are up in front, right, up and the first parts that we meet. So if we can slow down the whole process and really work with the protector system and gain consent before giving people huge doses of medicine, I've found that for PTSD, this is incredibly effective, right? Because then the protectors are giving consent to relax back, and then we can work with the exile system, the more suppressed parts of the psyche, to help witness and metabolize the trauma. And I'm using less and less medicine at my retreats, which is interesting because we're really leveraging the therapeutic components after. Something else that I think is incredibly important that Casey touched on is this idea of safety. Safety within the internal ecosystem and safety within the external ecosystem. So I'm really interested in creating integration circles and what my friend Nate Hagans calls islands of coherence. So being able to have a community that you can come back to that feels safe, that can help you metabolize your insights. Every cohort that I've had in any retreat has a WhatsApp group, and I have people that are still connecting with each other from 5 years ago, from a retreat that happened 5 years ago. They're still processing together. And this is really powerful to help people metabolize trauma when you're deeply witnessed in a safe container. So that's how I work. I think that's a little bit different. But the thing I want to focus on is that I don't think the molecule is as important as the whole container that we're creating for our clients. Okay, let's talk about transformation. What are some examples of some of the transformations you've seen with your therapy?